at SpongeBob SquarePants, the Broadway musical, which is expected to receive a Tony Award nomination this morning. The children's genre could dominate this year's nominees. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child and Frozen are also in the mix. Announcing this year's nominees only on CBS this morning are Leslie Odom Jr., who won a Tony for his role in Hamilton, and Katharine McPhee, who's now starring in Waitress on Broadway. Let's go to Lincoln Center in New York.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Tony Award nominations. We are coming to you live from New York Public Library for the Performing Arts in New York City to announce the nominees for the 72nd Annual Tony Awards. And now for this year's nominees. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Play are Andrew Garfield, Angels in America; Tom Hollander, Travesties; Jamie Parker, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, and Mark Rylance, Farinelli and the King, Denzel Washington, Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Play are Glenda Jackson, Edward Albee's Three Tall Women; Condola Rashad, St. Joan; Lauren Ridloff, Children of a Lesser God; Amy Schumer, Meteor Shower.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical are Harry Hatton Patton, My Fair Lady; Joshua Henry, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel; Tony Shalhoub, The Band's Visit; Ethan Slater, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Musical. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Musical are Lauren Ambrose, My Fair Lady; Haley Kilgore, Once on This Island; LaShawne's Summer, the Donna Summer Musical; Katrina Lenk, The Band's Visit; Taylor Louderman, Mean Girls; and Jesse Mueller, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel.
The nominees for Best Revival of a Play are Angels in America; Edward Albee's Three Tall Women; Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh; Lobby Hero; Travesties. The nominees for Best Revival of a Musical are My Fair Lady, Once on This Island, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel.
The nominees for Best Play are The Children, Farinelli and the King; Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2; Junk; and Latin History for Morons. The nominees for Best Musical are The Band's Visit, Frozen, Mean Girls, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Musical. There are a few more nominations to get to this morning, but for all of you watching CBS this morning, we're going to send it back to Nora, John, and Alex. We'll see you all on June the 10th.
Thank you, Leslie. It was nice to get a shout out from Leslie Odom Jr. I think that was my first
broke
one.
Into song.
Thank God you didn't. CBS This Morning contributor Jamie Wax is here to break down the competition. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning.
So not often that Edward Albee and Tony Kushner are alongside SpongeBob SquarePants.
Not in the same category,
Right?
but yeah.
Right. But all nominees, Mean Girls and SpongeBob are leading with the most number of nominations.
That's right.
How did that happen?
12
What does
each.
that mean?
Well, I mean, not to take away from the creativity behind those two shows, but the true answer is lack of competition. I mean, with 30 shows eligible this season, it's the lowest number of eligible plays in any Broadway season in over 10 years. To put that in perspective, 10 musicals premiered on Broadway this season as opposed to 21 last season.
Harry Potter, the most expensive play in the history of Broadway. I think it's, what, $68 million.
That's right.
10 nominations, so money well spent?
Money very well spent. I have to say, this experience, as many critics have written already, is magical. It's hard to be cynical about this play as much as you want to be. There was a father behind me who said, there's nothing theme park about this. It's not corny at all. And it's not. It is dazzling visually, to the point that I feel bad for ever saying I can't believe my eyes before some of these effects they have. But at the heart of it is a very well-constructed, fast-moving play that moves through a running time of over 5.5 hours beautifully, about being a parent and deep regret and what your destiny is. There are big issues in this play.
It's not the only one clocking in at a few more hours than a movie. Your average movie, Angels in America, is the same way.
7 hours and 40 minutes. This is very good. You know, you did this wonderful piece about people getting away from their screens. The theater's a great place to do that. Please turn your phone off, leave it at home. But it is incredible to see long-form storytelling doing so well. Two plays that make The Iceman Cometh look short at 3 hours and 50 minutes, and people really getting lost and absorbed in these great stories for the theater. It's a wonderful thing in the age of short attention spans.
Disney's Frozen got 3 nominations. Well, for them.
That's right. I mean, I think that's low. I think they were probably hoping for more, but they got a lukewarm response. The truth about Frozen is they're breaking records at the St. James Theater. Yeah. They don't need the Tony nominations. It's nice to have them. People forget that years ago, Wicked did not win the Tony for Best Musical. It didn't do very well at the Tonys in general, except for some performance and other recognition. And it didn't need it, obviously. It's a juggernaut still performing incredibly well.
Well, I'm excited to see how Andrew Garfield does in his nomination.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Big fan. Jamie, thank you as always for the inside scoop. Sarah Bareilles and Josh Groban will host the 72nd Annual Tony Awards. You can watch them Sunday, June 10th at 8, 7 Central, right here on CBS.
So what do Mean Girls and SpongeBob have in common? The Tony nominations are out, and there are some big surprises.
Tony nominations are in. A high school drama and a crazy cartoon character scored big.
CBS 2's Mary Calvi has the nominees, and fans of all ages are sure to recognize.
The musical Mean Girls came in with 12 nominations. SpongeBob SquarePants also got a dozen nods. They lead the pack for the 2018 awards to be given out in June. Hamilton star Leslie Odom Jr. and Waitress and Scorpion star Katharine McPhee announced the nominations this morning. In the Best Musical category, the nominations are The Band's Visit, which garnered 11 nods, Frozen, as well as Mean Girls and SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical. As for Best Play, one well-known name topped the list with 10 nominations: Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2, as well as The Children, Farinelli and the King, Junk,
Tonight's lesson is...
and Latin History for Morons. A number of prominent names were given acting nods. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a play.
I'm dying!
Andrew Garfield, Angels in America. Tom Hollander for Travesties.
That's the art of it.
Jamie Parker for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2. Mark Rylance for Farinelli and the King.
When were you made a king?
And Denzel Washington for Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. As for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Play, the nominations are Glenda Jackson for Edward Albee's 3 Tall Women.
I have always been alone.
Condola Rashad for St. Joan, Lauren Ridloff for Children of a Lesser God.
We're here.
And Amy Schumer for Meteor Shower.
And for the full list of nominees, you can go to cbsnewyork.com, and you can watch the 72nd Annual Tony Awards hosted by Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles on Sunday, June 10th at 8 p.m. right here on CBS 2.